Hey everybody. So this is the time that I was talking to you about on Sunday morning before my sermon that I want to do in lieu of being able to have Bible classes, right? I'm going to continue to deliver sermons and post those. But since we can't have Bible classes, I wanted to do something like this. Just a short little lesson, a little comment really, more than a lesson about a scripture, about a passage. And I wanted to focus on worry. And let me set this up a little bit because what I don't want to do is to give off the impression that there is nothing to fear, right, with this coronavirus, that there's nothing to be worried about. I don't mean that at all. There absolutely are reasons to be worried, to to treat this as a very serious disease and issue that is affecting everybody, millions of people, but not just in our country, across the world, of course. And so, what I don't want to happen from this series is that somebody get the impression that I don't take it seriously or that I don't think that there's any reason to be worried. So I wanted to just state that up front as I do these videos. That's not my intention. My intention is that is to bring out what worry can do to us, the crippling sort of nature that it has on not just our minds, but also our spirits and our bodies. And really, Proverbs 12:25, which is the first verse I want to look at, is one of those verses that really highlights that, I think. Because essentially it says that worry or anxiety weighs a person down. It sits heavily on them. And the second part of that verse is that an encouraging word can cheer a person up. Now, there are two parts to this, right? Most of the Proverbs tend to be this way, that there's this one part that says this and the second part that says this. Let's deal with the first part. And obviously, that worry or anxiety weighs a person down. We know that to be true. Most of us in our families or our friends, amongst our friends, we know somebody who battles with anxiety and depression. Maybe they're even being treated for that. Good. And I hope that treatment is beneficial for them. What worry does to us, though, the way that it stops us in our tracks, the way that worry or anxiety prevent us from even doing the little things in life is really quite profound. Because what happens is our minds attach so strongly to this worry that it grows into fear, and fear just stops us right in our tracks. And so worry, as the writer there in Proverbs says, it weighs you down. It literally just sits on top of you and keeps you from doing what you need to do. And so worry, anxiety is a real issue, something to truly try to deal with and manage. One way to do that is through encouragement. And honestly, it's something that we don't do enough of. I think that perhaps we get it in our minds that if I reach out to somebody, they're going to be bothered, right? They don't want to hear from me. They're okay. They're getting encouragement from their family or from other close friends. They don't need to hear from me. But I think the truth is, what we're all longing for is also for somebody to encourage us. Somebody just to reach out and say, I hope that you're doing well. I hope that you're taking care of yourself, and I can't wait to see you again. Those few little comments can make such a profound impact in the kind of day that a person's having, and therefore their outlook on life. Right? The encouraging word can do something where it lifts that worry, even for just a moment, right? Even if it's for a short time, that worry can be lifted off of our shoulders, and we feel better than we did before. So I know that I encouraged you to do this on Sunday morning during my or at the beginning of my sermon. But let me encourage you to do this again. Be encouraging. First of all, to the immediate people around you. If you are a family and you have children, or you have parents, or you have loved ones who live in the same house as you, be encouraging toward them. Some people are worried about this coronavirus more than others. The last thing we need to do is to mock people for their worry. The last thing we need to do is to just say, oh, you're blowing it out of proportion, blah, blah, blah. Things like, comments like that just do not help. Instead, how can we be encouraging? How can we say, I see that you're worried about this and I'm sorry for that. Let me tell you what you do well, right? Let me point out something about your personality or this or that would be encouraging to you. So first of all, do that. Reach out to the people that are immediately around you. Secondly, as I said in my sermon on Sunday, find somebody from our church family. Reach out to them, call them, text them, email them, whatever. Don't go see them in person, but reach out to each other and just say, I hope you're doing well. I'm here for you. What can I do to encourage you? Those sorts of things will go a long, long way to helping each other. Okay? This video is actually going to end up being longer than I originally anticipated. We're going to continue with this. I don't know how often it'll be. It'll probably end up being about every other day, I would guess. But I hope that these will be an encouragement to you, as again, we are in this time of worry and anxiety and frustration and all that sort of stuff. So take care of each other. Reach out if you need something. That's what I'm here for. That's what the elders of our church family are here for. We want to help take care of you, okay? So be encouraged today, this week. It's okay to be worried. Don't let that worry weigh you down from experiencing and loving the life that God has given you. All right? Take care. I'll see you in a couple days with another video, and we'll talk about another scripture or passage at that time, okay? Be well, take care, and I can't wait to talk to you again.